So hello and a very warm welcome to Harley-Davidson's India Bike Week Biker Build-Off. My name is Martin Da Costa. I'm the Festival Director for India Bike Week. And, in the 10th year of India Bike Week, we're just enormously excited. Not just to have three of the very best judges in the Indian biking scene, but also to have three of the very best bike builders who have all been very generously gifted a Harley-Davidson X440 that they have 50 days to create something beautiful out of, or should I say, Ravi, even more beautiful, which will then be judged by our panel of judges at India Bike Week, and we will find out the winner. We selected, based on a pretty serious criteria, three of the very best, most experienced bike builders in India. So starting with Ricardo from Bulleteer Customs in Bangalore. Our second builder is Devashish from Ricochet Motorcycles in Pune. And our third builder is Aditya Raj from AD Customs in Rajkot. What I love about that is we've got Bangalore, Pune and Rajkot. So we've got a nice cross-section of India. We've avoided the Mumbais and the Delhis. Now, a word about the judges. I say that they are three of the most celebrated and experienced people in Indian biking, and it's absolutely true. It starts with, obviously, the very great Harshman Rai. He's got a technical knowledge of both biking, biking culture, biking travel, that pretty much is second to none in India. So a very warm welcome, Harsh. The second judge is the equally great Anand Dharmaraj, who is the CEO of Indie Motor Adventures. And I'm just astonished by Anand's bio. I mean, it's just incredible. Our third judge is, of course, the very great and clearly in this context, the very generous Ravi Avalur. He's the head of business unit at Harley-Davidson India. So basically he runs, well, let's face it, almost owns Harley-Davidson in India. So these are our three judges. I don't think we could have selected three better judges for the India Bike Week Build-Off. And I'm going to leave it over to you, gentlemen, to take this conversation forward now. But let me just finish my bit by saying just how excited we are to see the final and end results of all this. I think it's going to be awesome. So take it away, gentlemen.
So I think Ravi or Harsh, you guys want to get started?
It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's start with a few questions to understand the end you have in mind, the approach.
Tell us, what style of bike are you going to build?
I wanted to actually hit on some of the cues that actually appeal to people's hearts when it comes to when anybody says Harley-Davidson, you're looking at a nice, big, fat bike, with a big V-twin engine and a solid, chunky kind of a beat and things like that. So I wanted to recreate all those stuff. But my vision changed, of course. When I rode the bike for the first time, I realized, forget about all the Harley connections. I think it's an impeccable machine. So I felt that, immediately this bike has got to be something that you can enjoy riding as well. I felt this bike has got to be a rider. And the more I'm spending time with the bike, especially with the design, I think it's drifting and gravitating towards a cafe racer sort of stance, a little more focused, a little more, where you can actually throw yourself into a corner and, get the tires to bite and brake and accelerate and, feel every part of the riding experience. I think it's drifting into that cafe racer kind of stage right now. And I think that's where it's going to stay. All arrows point to that.
So basically the idea that I had in my head was, I thought since this was already really light Harley-Davidson, right? So I wanted to lose further weight on the motorcycle and, maybe we can make the lightest Harley in the world, right? So the plan is to make a trials bike out of it. There's not going to be any headlights or tail lights or indicators or horn or none of that on the motorcycle. The handle's going to be super clean. It'll have a nice race plate in front and it'll have sort of like a mixture of a twin cradle frame that kind of holds the engine from the bottom, right? But there'll be a solid tube in the front because I want to strengthen that part of the chassis specifically. And so that's the plan.
मेरा विजन यही है कि मैं इसको एक बॉबर लुक दूँ बोबर इज बेसिकली कि जो एक्स्ट्रा वेट होता है, जो पुट ऑन्स होते हैं वेट, वो कम करके कैसे एक डिज़ाइन को सिंपल और बढ़िया से बोबर लुक दे पाए। तो मैं 1950 के हार्ली के स्प्रिंगर फोक्स आगे डालने वाला हूँ, प्लस रिजिड चेसिस होगी। और जब मेरे को ये बाइक मिली तो आई चेक ऑल द कर्व्स, लाइक क्या क्या है बाइक में, फीचर्स क्या है, कैसी दिखती है। फिर अभी 2-3 दिन तो सामने ही मैंने देखते ही रहा कि इसमें से किस तरह से क्या करेंगे तो एक ड्रीम बाइक बन के बाहर आएगी।
So obviously the question is, you've got a timeline. Where are you, and how confident are you to get this done?
So ये 50 डेज का जो चैलेंज है, तो इसमें टफ तो है ही, पर इतना भी टफ नहीं है।
I feel it's a big challenge for the kind of motorcycle we're trying to build, right? For the work that I have taken on to actually finish the bike, 50 days is definitely not enough.
But then again, challenges is something that, that's the way of life for us. I mean, we only do things that are not possible. We only do things that, people find tough and things like that, or that we find tough itself. So I think taking it up is half the work done. And I think it's moving beautifully.
तो मैं तो यही सोचता हूँ कि ये 50 डेज का चैलेंज है, वो एक तरह से चैलेंज है भी, और अगर आप सोचो तो चैलेंज है, अगर आप नहीं सोचो तो चैलेंज नहीं है। बट जैसा भी है अपने तो पूरे दिल से करने वाले, और जो भी हमारे पास है वो हम पूरा बाइक में लगाने वाले।
Even if it's a big challenge, for the biker build off, I'd love to take it on. We're gonna work the nights and make it work, but the bike will be finished and top notch, and hopefully it looks as good in real as it does in my head.
It's amazing. I think that's what's going to pull us through this 50 days. That's what's going to make it happen. And I've seen things like this happen before. So but with the Harley-Davidson, it's going to be different.
So it's the 25th of October 2023. Our 3 builders who you've just met have had their bikes for, just 8 days. They haven't got long left before the 8th and 9th of December. They're up against it.
Some similarity maybe between the first and the last. But,
first to the last,
in terms of his output. But
I think Aditya is going more the classical bobber way, hardtail. Whereas Ricardo is going the more high-tech.
And he's getting more, Ricardo seems to be getting more performance as well.
Yeah.
Blending some bobber and a cafe racer sort of.
And then we have the wild.
Wild one.
Devashish and his trials bike, extraordinary.
That's very promising. I mean, at least to take a look at it.
It's like the most fun of the 3 concepts.
But the toughest one to pull off too.
Toughest one to pull off.
Yeah,
for sure.
He seems super confident. I've built many chassis,
he's
multiple chassis.
He's like, just give me the engine. I don't need anything else.
Superb. So I think it's going to be an exciting process. This, I think you guys. I do want to thank each of our 3 judges, Anand, Harsh, and Ravi. Thank you so much for your time here. I think you're going to have your work cut out for you guys. We'll meet again on the 8th and 9th of December in Vagator in Goa for India Bike Week, of course. And for all of you guys watching this, I hope you've enjoyed this. I know we have. Take it easy. We'll see you in Goa on the 8th and 9th of December for India Bike Week.